Hello guys, I'll be making a Season 6 Riven guide on the patch 6.11. It won't be a full-on guide on each item on Riven, but it will give you a general idea what to get. So yeah, I usually get the refillable potion and a longsword if the matchup is easy and I know that I can get away with getting a refillable potion. But if it's, maybe a Pantheon, Kennen, Quinn, then you need the 3 potions to survive the early game and manage to get all the CS on the early game. Other than that, you fall behind and, get kind of fucked in the ass, honestly. Um, when I usually get back, if I did buy 3 potions, I usually end up buying the refillable potion anyways. It saves me money in the long run. And yeah, that's that on the starting items. I don't get the Doran's Blade anymore. First item against tanks is always Black Cleaver. It is without a doubt Black Cleaver. It's cheap and it's cost efficient right now when they buff the cleaver. So that's pretty self. You know, you should know that you should always get that item. If you have any questions why you should get the Black Cleaver against tanks, then I'm more than pleased to explain that to you. But to me, it's just a no-brainer for me. If you happen to be against, like, let's say, a non-tank, something like Gangplank or Teemo, Heimerdinger, anything that's squishy in general, then you want to get something like Ghostblade, maybe Death Dance. Those are those two are really good items. Now let's say if you're against the Kennen, then you really need the Hex Drinker as a first item. Other than that, you're gonna get fucked in the ass if you don't. Um, but yeah, in between, if you are building the Ghostblade and the Death Dance, you wanna make sure that you buy the CDR boots. It's fairly cheap, and you get the reduced CDR cooldown, and you get the reduced summoner cooldown. So that's really useful. You can get down to 225 seconds. That's really good considering that the flash cooldown is usually 3 minutes long. And TP. Yeah, that's for the first items that you're going to want to finish first. Mm, Usually a full build against the tank or tanks is usually going to be Black Cleaver, Lucidity boots, Hydra, and a Maw. If you're maybe they have a uh, Maokai top lane and Malzahar mid lane, then you need the Maw. And since they have buffed GA several times, and it's really it's really cheap now, so I always get the GA around the 4th item or 5th item. Always, it's so good. I can't recommend the GA enough, man. It's really good. Um, as I said, if you're against like 2 or 3 tanks and they seem to be a really big problem for you, then get the Last Whisper to just one shot them. Um, let's say you're against a full-on squish team. Maybe they have 1 tank, then you can get away with getting, the full build against non-tanks like Death Talents, Lucidity boots, Hydra, Ghostblade, GA, and Scimitar. If they don't have any hard CC, or you believe that you can avoid all the CC on you, then you can buy. Now you can buy the blood thirster. That's a really good item as well. That's the general item set. And then again, if you're against a fed AP carry, then you can get more as well instead of maybe let's say QSS or GA. Yeah. Now let's say you're playing Riven and you're against a full-on team that you can't build glass cannon, and whenever you go in, you're gonna get one shot or destroyed no matter what, because they play really well. And they're gonna focus you, they're gonna exhaust you, they're gonna blow all of their ultimates. Let's say that's a case, that happens for me too. Then you're gonna go for the Bruiser even, which is uh, Black Cleaver, Lucidity Boots, Hydra, Steraks Gauge, and Randuin's. And the Bloodthirst, that gives you a nice shield and lifesteal. And that's pretty decent Bruiser even. You might add more instead of Steraks Gauge. Maybe you want the Titanic Hydra instead of the the what do we call it? Instead of the other Hydra. And yeah, and you always want to get the Randuins because of the Death Dance. No, not the Death Dance. I mean the Dead Man's Plate. That's garbage. They have they have nerfed the item so many times. It's honestly garbage, that item. You don't want to get that. So you always want to get the Randuins. It's really cost efficient and really good item overall. Yeah. And you don't always have to get the Black Cleaver. Honestly, you don't have to. You can build other items that, if you want to class as a Bruiser Riven. I'm gonna show the Masteries as well. No, no. This is my, average. Not average. I always use this Mastery. I just personally like it. I get reduced summoner spell. I know some people get something like Fury and a double-edged sword and lifesteal, and then they get the Bounty Hunter or the Oppressor for the more damage. But I personally I feel like the flash is too crucial for me, and getting the extra lifesteal and shield it's nice, I suppose. I know some people get fervor, and that's decent and good against tanks, but I don't know. I'm just lazy, honestly. I don't feel like going fervor. But fervor is a very viable option if you want to go that route. If you want to get fervor, I would go for something like this, and then you would go for the reduced summoner cooldown. That's a pretty decent. And most of the Rivens go for this specific masteries against the tank. Now let's say, or let's not say, yeah, you usually get this item against a tank, but I don't do that because I don't feel like doing that. I instead go for the Thunderlord every game. I know it's pretty boring, but feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. You could go for the armor pen if you personally don't want the 5% CDR. I know some Revens do that as well, but I like the CDR honestly. Having a 3.3 cooldown on your shield is really good. It's honestly having a shield every 1.8. Wait, yeah, 1.8 seconds is really insane sometimes. But yeah, this is my usual Riven Masteries. I hope I'm I hope I made a decent video. I hope you understood me. If you have any questions of overall Riven builds, maybe you have maybe you want to try a new Riven build and you want to ask me about it, then sure go ahead and ask me. I am open to suggestions and the usual stuff. Don't be afraid or shy to ask me. It may be the most stupid question on the earth, but I don't mind, honestly. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys later, I suppose. Bye.
Wanka.